And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Minecraft. Alright, I think it's time to see if we can get some pink slime out of all these little cows here. We are up to 757 millibuckets. And let's see. Oh, they're dropping fast. Yeah, we're literally getting like 10 per cow. And we are almost there. We got 10 more cows left. $77, $87, $97. There's a mate. There we go. So let's go grab a bucket. What? I want a bucket. Give me a bucket. There we go. So, over here, we should be able to fill the bucket right from this thing. Why are you not filling? Why are you no fill? It says fill here to here. What? Can I just, like, do this? Apparently not. Why you no fill the buckets? Maybe I need a tank of some kind? Let's try a tank. I would like the foregoing tank, if at all possible. I don't know, thermal might work. So let's see. Why can I not fill? Because I can empty stuff out of here, but I can't fill a tank up with this. Can fill from container. Oh, I just right click on it. Okay, that works. Oh, that was some problem solving right there. Okay. So what you do is you take this pink slime bucket and you put it somewhere in the world and you wait, and hopefully you have a good looting sword. I highly recommend getting a maximum looting sword, and it spawns a little pink slime. Oink. And he gives you pink slime. With that, we are going to make a material stonework factory. Ta-da! And this little guy, let's get the frame going. And I need some more iron. As you can see, I've put together a little redstone furnace over here, because pumping it in some pulverized, materials, and it's just melting out stuff. So, input on the top, output on the bottom, auto output and auto input enabled, and then you just route it out and work that. Pretty good stuff. Let's try this again, and then no, this needs to be done, and then this probably needs to be done, and I think we have the plastic. We need the crafting table. Other things we have are all good. So we just used that pink slime that we got to make this little block. Now, what does this thing do? This thing is glorious. It basically is, it's not only a cobble gen, and it would work as a cobble gen. It really would. But it's also a beautiful, like, glass generator. So if we put this down, let's just put this down here. It needs power. So, that's obvious. We need to feed it some power. So if we come over here and say, maybe I kind of want to put it somewhere along here. Maybe right over here is a good idea. So right here. Let's just put it right here. Why not? Maxed out. So cobblestone, it starts generating cobblestone. Not too bad. Well, what do we do with our cobblestone? Well, we can furnace it into stone, or take this out. Craft mode is 2x2. Well, if we have stone coming in there, let's see. we're going to take that out, and we want to take that out. So we can furnace it into stone and then craft it into bricks, so we can have it like an infinite brick maker, which is kind of cool. And then we could even furnace it again to make cracked bricks. Well, we don't want to do that. Okay. Or can we just like pause, please? Thank you. This is just getting a little crazy with how many things I've got in here. Hardened stone, you know, that's a thing. So let's put all of that back. So we want to actually grind mode. We'll grind it into. It will grind it into gravel, I believe, and another grind mode will grind it into sand. And I think another grind mode will do something even better. Silicon, which is awesome. So this we can actually pump right into this chest for, oh, not that chest, that's a calculation press. We can put all that silicone right in here, and it will make printed silicone for us, which is awesome. How are you guys doing? Not too bad. And game performance is a lot better now that we're on a new dedicated server. A friend and Patreon of the channel actually has started hosting the server, which is nice because it really helps with performance very, very much. My system is not having to run not only the game but also serve the game and record it, and it's just way better this way. All right, so I've made some new electrum, lots of gold, because I've been using materials quite a bit, especially iron. We go through so much iron, it is crazy. So if we look at our iron supply, yeah, we've got a lot of pulverized iron, but boy, do we go through it fast. Okay, now that we have silicone and all sorts of goodies, I want to start thinking about our base, and we're gonna need some materials. We're gonna need some like mob goodies, especially ender pearls. Ender pearls are very, very, very nice. A lot of stuff is gated behind ender pearls, so we're gonna want a system, hopefully, that gets us lots and lots of ender pearls. So I'm gonna build a system. And it's going to take a couple episodes, but I'm going to build a system that works really, really well for mob grinding stuff. I did a test run on this on the community server, and it works very, very well. It uses both the industrial foregoing and another mod in order to get the most bang for the buck. So one of the things we did in between episodes, Flower and I went into the Nether, and our Nether portal, if you remember from a previous episode, is literally right next to a Nether fortress, which is so nice because we went in there and we took out a couple wither skeletons, and so we got a couple heads right here. There's one of them, but the real reason we're in there was for these drops of evil. This is why we went in there, and we'll get to that in a second. So let's do, I'm going to grab some cobblestone, quite a bit of cobblestone here, and I want a tank, and I need a mob crusher right here. So this is going to need an iron sword. It's going to need a couple gold gears, which is basically a couple iron gears. I think we have the books. No, we don't have the books. There's some tin. There's a machine frame. I've been collecting sugarcane, so we have 127 of that. let's see. I need leather. Some books. Now, there it is, Mob Crusher. So what this does is it kills mobs in a small area, and it generates what we want. And we want to put that in a tank. And speaking of tank, let's look at upgrading this tank. Because we can't build the tank that I want right away, we gotta use these smaller tanks. There are tanks that are absolutely glorious coming up, but we need to kind of pace ourselves a little bit. So the same sort of upgrade system you use for machines also works for the tank. So if we plop this tank down, you can see 20 buckets, basically 20 buckets. Well, we can upgrade that and pop that off. And then now it's holding 180 buckets. So yeah, it's absolutely worth it. So what we want to do, we want to come over here. This is going to be basically a mob farm that is just going to spawn mobs. It's basically going to be an essence farm. And, you know, I want to get rid of a lot of that. And Flower, if you can grab a bunch of dirt. Do we have a bunch of dirt some places?
No idea.
I don't know how much we have in here.
16.
I need a sickle. I would like a diamond sickle, please. This thing is awesome.
I found a couple stacks.
All right. I just need to be able to fill in some of this. So the sickle will actually break plants in a pretty wide area. And it breaks plants of like type. So, like all these flowers pop. And this is just a nice way of clearing a whole lot of area of things and stuff. And it also works on leaves. Yay.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's cool.
I just wanted to clean up this area. So I'm thinking our house is actually going to be kind of into those woods a bit. And we're going to need to be chopping some serious trees in order to make it out there. Okay. So this thing is going to need power. So I'm going to need to somehow bring power over here. And we've already got power over to here. So I don't think it'll be too much to ask for to bring it out a little bit further. So we're going to do cobblestone. And if we want to look at this mob crusher thing, this thing here, we can do show working area. As you can see, it is what looks like 7 by 7, a 7 by 7 area. So if we come out here, and nope, I need to go one more out like this, and then one more out like this. So this little bit in here won't be needed. And I also want one down further. I don't have a shovel. Do you have a shovel?
I does.
Can you dig the dirt out from right underneath here? Including the border. Including this outline. There you go. Because we're going to put some drops of evil in here, it's a very wise idea to border your system. So underneath, you're going to want as much protection from this stuff as possible, because it will spread, and you don't want it to spread. Because the mobs that spawn on this stuff are brutal. And I do want it to... I want to dig it out a little bit, because I do need the grass. I don't know if I need the grass to spread, but I don't think I do. Because the the stuff will spread on its own. So if we just get that, and then... So on top of this layer is dirt. Some of that dirt you just dug up. Because this is going to be elevated a little bit, so it's going to work out. Now we're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4 tall, a 4 tall system. So I'm going to do 2, try to get around all the way here. So hopefully, can you, I don't know if we need it to be, I don't know if we need all that to be grass. If dirt is just fine. Kind of want a window in here, but for now we're just going to keep it enclosed because 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's 2. There's 2 there. Okay, need a way out. So here, here, and here. So the drop of evil is going to immediately make this into a cursed earth mob farm. And boy, does it start spawning things. Okay, we need a roof. If you've got cobblestone, we do.
Nope,
need
that was it.
Okay. I'll put the roof on here then. And the cursed, what's cool about the cursed earth is, you know, we have the mega torch. Well, the cursed earth overrides the mega torch, and you get spawns no matter how many mega torches you have around here. So that mega torch we have over by the base is going to stop regular mobs from spawning in here. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but what about like a mob farm? We need a mob farm. Well, Cursed Earth solves that problem, which is nice. So we need power coming into this, and I don't know where my shovel went. I really don't, because I used to have one on me. SH. Yeah, where'd my shovel go? Literally, like. There we go. And put some of this canola and stuff away. So we need power. How much leadstone flux ducts do we have? I might need a few more of these. This is why I smelted up some more lead. And you know, every time I leave here, I remember I need something else. I need fluid ducts. I need item ducts. I need servos. At least 2 servos. I'm going to need some drawers. Let's do a crate first. CRE8. No, CRATE. We need wood casing and a small storage crate. And I want a trash can. And let's see if I can make 1 servo here. And then let's see if I can do a hardened servo. Let's see if I can do a reinforced servo. Yeah, I think I'd do a reinforced servo. Because what's nice about this is you can make the base servo and just upgrade it with 1 ingot, and it's really nice. Like, really, really nice to be able to do that. I like that that's in there. I don't know if it's cheap, but... Because normally it would cost 2 ingots to actually make that. And I can do it with just 1, which is nice. Okay, so this is power here. So we're going to try to bring power right over here. And then one more. Because this is going to, this is going to need a lot of power. Because it's going to be grinding on those mobs quite a bit. So, flux duct link. Ideally, I would have some sort of combination of ducts to pull out liquids, and I might actually need to do that, although I don't have any signalum. Let's do signalum. Yeah, see, I could do the signalum plated fluid duct, which transfers power. And I think there's, yeah, a signalum plated item duct. So signalum is a signalum blend, uses destabilized redstone. So I think the best way that we're going to be able to get that right now is to get a bucket of destabilized redstone. If we want to just craft just a couple of these, let's get some redstone. I'm going to get a, no, not a block. I'm going to get, you need at least 10 redstone to make a bucket. So we're going to do 2 buckets like that. And this is 20 redstone. We're going to throw in here. I don't think it should alloy with any of those things. And that should give us, you can put a bucket on here, and it will fill the bucket with whatever's in there. There's an alternate way to do this. Don't worry, we'll get into that super speedy way of doing it later. I just need a signalum plated duct in order to get stuff out of there. Because that room needs to be dark. It needs to be really, really dark. Oh, somebody's AFK. That's funny. Okay, these are almost done. So I'm going to let these smelt up, and we're going to come back next episode and finish up the build with the Cursed Earth, which is going to be awesome. So that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.